is continuing, Cubs fam. I am super excited to say that we have got another post from Capital Games. And no, it is not the road ahead, much to everyone's disappointment. And yes, it is ship content. Now, I'm actually pretty excited about this kind of ship. Glancing over the kit, it looks pretty good. We're going to have a mass dispel here with the Imperial TIE Bomber coming to the game. And you guys know me, not super excited about ships usually, but I'm excited about what this might mean for the game, because now we've got two ships that have come to the game from Empire content, right? We've got the Y-Wing, and now we've got Empire Strikes Back. We got the Imperial TIE Bomber, and so it makes me think, is this going to start bleeding into characters? I would love to see some Empire characters coming to the game. I'm also very happy to see that this is a crewless ship. Thank you. Having that set as the new precedent going forward makes me slowly more and more interested in ships as this meta changes, because farming only a ship for a meta shift is very, very manageable in my view. I don't want to farm characters for ships ever. I do not ever want to do that again. And so thank you, Capital Games, for making that change and sticking with it. So let's get into the kit for the Imperial TIE Bomber. I think this is really cool. I think you guys are going to really like this. So this is a debilitating Empire tank that inflicts burning, cripples enemies' offense, and provides heavy defensive capability. And you'll see how that works. There's a lot of protection up, max protection increase of 20% here and there. This is very good. So basic L1 or LS1 laser cannons. Final text: deal physical damage to target enemy and inflict target lock for 1 turn, which can't be resisted by rebels. Target lock, inflict burning for 1 turn, which cannot be dispelled from or resisted by rebels. And so you love that target lock synergy. Obviously, you're going to want this with TIE Advance. You're going to have lots of target locking going on here. Special number 1, Proton Bombardment. This is where it gets good. Dispel all buffs on all enemies. It's a mass dispel. I can think of a bazillion uses for that in ships. It's very, very nice, but then it's not done there. So after the dispel, deal physical damage and inflict burning on them for 2 turns, which can't be dispelled from or resisted by rebels. This ability can't be evaded. So we got like an R2-D2-like ability, inflicting that burn on AoE basis and dispelling, which is just absolutely fantastic. Unique number 1. Dual pod design. This is where you see a lot of this this protection and defense just be really OP. So the Imperial TIE Bomber has plus 20% max protection for each active Empire ally, and that includes the capital ship. When it enters the battle and gains 20% max protection every time another Empire ally enters the battle from reinforcements. And so it's going to be just the Empire allies that are there at the start of the battle. So you got 3 plus 4, so that's plus 80% max protection, assuming you're running full Empire. And then another plus 20, plus 20, plus 20, plus 20 for all the reinforcements. So another potential plus 80% protection as the battle goes on, max protection, which is just, I mean, he's going to get thick. Empire allies, this is really good too. So not only are we getting all of that max protection, but Empire allies ignore 20% defense for each rebel and each target locked enemy. And so that target lock synergy is going to have even more bonus with this ship. So really cool. The Imperial TIE Bomber gains taunt at the end of the turn if an enemy is target locked, and the TIE Bomber is not already taunting. So you got some passive taunting as well, which makes it really hard to dispel and deal with in that way. So you're going to need to have buff immunity to manage this. This effect expires at the end of the turn and if there are no target locked enemies. While any rebel enemy is target locked, all rebel enemies deal 50% less damage. This is an absolute nut punch to rebels. Holy cow. Lots of defense being stripped from them, and they're going to deal less damage. So screw you. Rebel scum. While enemies are inflicted with burning, they have minus 25% offense. So additional offense being taken from them, doubled on light side enemies. So minus 50% for rebels. Rebel enemies can't attack out of turn while burning. So this basically takes Akbar and just absolutely obliterates everything that he does. This is just an absolute total gut punch to rebels. What a huge bonus against rebels. Now, that's not the only place you're going to be running ships right now. They're not the meta. And so if we were back when the rebels were meta, you know, before the Malevolence and before the Negotiator, this would be like, holy crap, we're just absolutely taking this meta and kicking it to the curb. No questions asked. But in this case, it's, you know, obviously going to be a bit softer because the rebels aren't quite meta, but with the Y-Wing, more useful. And so some people who wailed on the Y-Wing may be miffed by this, actually. Okay. Reinforcement, reserve ordnance. Final text, enter the battle, inflict burning on all enemies for 2 turns, which can't be dispelled from or resisted by rebels. Then call another random Empire ally to assist. This ability can't be evaded. So that's pretty good, but I think you're probably just going to want to start with him in your front 3. Could be wrong. But that's kind of just the way I personally see it for now. And then if you look at the developer insights, you got some interesting tidbits in here. So here's some basics about the ship, unique attributes, new debuff burning. And so burning, it functions differently. You notice that it's different with ships than it is with characters. We've seen this character in character kits before, but this is the first ship to apply burning, which deals damage over time and reduces evasion. In combination with the TIE Bomber's unique, burning prevents rebels from attacking out of turn, which we already saw. And then the burning debuff can't be resisted or dispelled by rebels, so it will not be cleansed by team dispel, such as Han's Millennium Falcon. Very notable, that is. Then the Imperial TIE Bomber is the Empire's answer to the Rebel fleet. Rebel fleet's high number of assists and sneaky tactics. Important notes there. It does not mention here. I wish it mentioned how the event was going to transpire. I'm guessing it's going to be a galactic chase. Let's see here. Any other interesting tidbits? Although the Crewless TIE Bomber is the first ship in Galaxy of Heroes to apply burning, its main strength lies in we saw all that. Squad suggestions there, strategy tips. These tend to be interesting. The Imperial TIE Bomber's unique dual pod design heavily encourages having Empire units. Using the Emperor's shuttle can, in the initial lineup, can really help the TIE Bomber perform its role as a tank by providing a large amount of recovery and taunt if the enemy manages to remove target lock from their ships completely. You may want to keep the Emperor shuttle in reinforcement in order to have the special Emperor's influence immediately available for use. That's good to note. Vader's TIE Advance is very useful because of target lock. We speculated that. Fleets with Imperial TIE Bomber will want to use target lock as much as possible, of course. That's kind of common sense. At the start of the battle, it's important for Imperial TIE Bomber to stop the enemy from attacking the Emperor shuttle and TIE Advance as soon as possible. So that's it. Kind of all goes without saying. Not too much in the dev insights here that is really that notable. So anyway, there's the TIE Bomber. I'm guessing it'll be Galactic Chase. We'll have to wait and see exactly how this event comes. Again, what I'm most interested in is what else is coming from Empire content. I think when we saw the feats for Grand Arena, I thought that was all they were going to do to celebrate Empire Strikes Back, but now it's clear they're all in. They're doing more stuff here. We've got 2 units now, both ships coming to the game. I have a hard time believing that they would just bring ships for Empire content if they're doing Empire content. And so what else is going to be tied in with Empire Strikes Back? I'm hoping to see some other characters coming to the game and other Empire characters in general. I know that Moff Gideon is not an Empire Strikes Back character, but I could see him coming to the game soon. I'm guessing they're not done with Mandalorian content. It would be really, really surprising, frankly shocking, if all they did was release 3 Mandalorian characters in the Mando, Grief Karga, and Cara Dune. Man, I mean, a scale of 1 to 10 down in the comments below, how disappointed would you guys be if that's literally all we got from the Mandalorian? And so I'm also interested to see how are they going to juggle this celebration of the Empire Strikes Back, with these 2 ships and Grand Arena feeds and the Mandalorian content. I'm guessing they're going to do both because I really cannot see them being done with Mandalorian content. Like, where's Baby Yoda? Come on, CG, get with it. Give me my Baby Yoda. But by and large, happy with this update. I think this ship looks really cool. I really like that we're continuing this crewless trend. CG, I think that's so good for the future of ships in this game and just good for the game in general. Very player-friendly move, especially. And so credit where credit is due. Thank you for continuing that trend. I hope you guys continue that with every single ship that comes out in the future. Please, no more characters required for farming ships. Cubs fam, let me know what you guys think about all of this down in the comments below. If you guys are enjoying these videos, please give it a thumbs up. Thank you so much for coming. And as always, my brothers, don't forget